Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys new here on my channel, my name is Alison and welcome back to my channel. So for today, this video, we'll be testing out another new foundation. It's a new week and we are testing out this Cosmetic Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer, and this has a SPF 50 plus UVA/UVB, and this is a broad spectrum physical sunscreen. And for this foundation, if you guys have oily skin, you guys know their previous BB cream or CC cream with the pink bottle and the white bottle, it doesn't work on oily skin because they're too heavy. And because I heard a lot of review on oily skin doesn't like those foundations, so I didn't tend to reach out those foundation to review. And now they're coming out with this foundation version of moisturizer, and I'm really excited to try this out because I do see a lot of combination to oily skin. They do like this product, so I'm really excited to see how it works on my oily skin. So if you guys are interested on how this would work on my oily skin, then let's keep on watching. So I purchased this at Auto Shop and it retails for $39.50, and there's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades. And I know tinted moisturizer, they don't tend to come up with a lot of different shades because it's something that it's not a foundation, it's more lightweight. So I don't know what company thinking, but this is how many shades that they come up with. So here it claims this is created with a proprietary 3D Skin Flex technology. Your hydrating color infused moisturizer provides smooth, flexible, pure color pigments that flow over lines and wrinkles and feel like nothing on your skin. So here also says it's ideal for all skin type. It also features 7 key ferment ingredients to increase the absorption and efficiency of your skincare. So that is all the claim on how this foundation works and what it does to your face. So the color that I got is in the shade light, and I tried the light medium. It's way too orange or dark for my skin tone, so light is a perfect match, and I don't see that it oxidized on my face with my neck color combination, so that's a good match. Okay, so now let's get on to trying this foundation. So this is what the packaging outside looks like, and the actual product on the inside looks like just a regular plastic tube. So this is what the tube bottle looks like. It's just a regular plastic bottle, and it comes with a cap, and also it comes with a pump. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my skin type is oily skin, but I don't get as oily as I was in summertime. So now that I would say I'm more on the oily but not super oily, that level, if you guys get me. So for primer today, I'm using this Rimmel Stay Matte Primer on my forehead because that's where I get super oily. And on the rest of my face, I'm trying this Bare Mineral Combo Control Milky Face Primer, and I apply this the rest of my face. And now let's try on this foundation. I'm gonna pump 2 pump right here, and I'll be using my Morphe Damp Sponge to blend this foundation on my face because I feel like a brush is just kind of emphasize my texture. Also, I forgot to mention I pick up the shade in light, and this is like the perfect match for my skin tone right now. So before I go in with this side to blend it out, I want to show you guys how the difference. So this is my bare face and this is with the foundation on, and I feel like it kind of smooth out my skin texture, and also some redness. It's not necessary that it cover out my acne scar, but it looks like skin. It's like my skin but better kind of finish. So now I'm just gonna go in with this side of my face to see how I like it. And right now I'm really liking the texture and like my skin but better kind of looking. Also, it feels like it's just a moisturizer. It's not nothing that is too heavy. I mean, I can definitely feel there's something on my skin, not as lightweight as the YSL because I think this is water based. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about on this foundation after it's settled on my face. So I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, I'm back with a full face makeup on. I did spend some time because I did actually film another video, so it has been, I'll say, 2 hours. So last check-in when I had foundation on my face, it was around 12:45, and now it has been 2 hours, so now it's the time 2:24. Now that the foundation has been settled on my face for about around an hour and a half or 2 hours, I can do the math, but this is what it looks, and I want to say it feels like a little bit heavy on my face, but not as heavy as the Lancome Skin Feels Good foundation that I just reviewed last week. But I feel like I have something on my face. It definitely not the foundation feeling. So I would say this is not super lightweight. I can feel something is on my face. Probably the moisturizer is like giving me moisture on top of the face. And also I want to point out, it does look a little tiny heavy on my face, even though it's a tinted moisturizer, but at the end, I feel like it's like sitting on top of my skin. It's not like combining with my skin texture or my skin warmth. I feel like it's just sitting on top of my skin, on my chin area and on top of my forehead. So that is something that I noticed around this certain amount of time. I feel like it's a little bit heavy because on the side of my nose, I feel like it's a little tiny heavy. I don't know how to explain it. It looks heavier than I thought for a tinted moisturizer. So now I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little to see how it looks on my skin. I mean, they look still good like my skin, but better. But I feel like it's a little heavy around my nose area, on my smile line. I can definitely tell there's something on top of my skin. And on my chin area, it's definitely a little bit heavy. And these days, I want to say anything on top of my chin area, it gets separate, like any foundation. Seriously, I don't know what happened. I've tried to figure out and exfoliate everything I did, and it just doesn't seem working. But I feel like every foundation, it just separate on my chin area, so that's very normal if you guys see that happening. But I'm liking how it looks for a light to medium coverage, and this is nice color. I don't feel like it oxidized at all. And I'm gonna check back with you guys in for another 4 hours more and 8 hours more to see how this foundation act on my oily skin. Okay guys, so it has been 4 hours now. Now the time is 5:07. So it has been 4 hours since my makeup ends on my face. So now that I'm looking on my face, I'm looking a little shiny. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but it's not oily that I need to block, but it's just getting a little shiny. You can tell that on my chin area. It's kind of getting separate, if you guys can tell. It's trying to separate from here, and I feel like everything on my chin, it just doesn't work. But on my forehead and the center of my face is still looking nice. I really like it has a little blur effect on the center of my face, so that's what I'm liking. And also it's a little shiny but not oily. I have to blow my face again, so I'm liking the finish right now on the 4 hours mark. But I have a feeling that it's gonna get oilier after another 4 hours mark because I do have oily skin and the weather is quite hot. Let me check. So now the weather is around 71 Fahrenheit and it's pretty hot, but I'm only staying inside of the house so I don't get really heat up or anything. I'm just like moving around in the house upstairs and downstairs, but that's fine. And I feel like this is holding up pretty good right now for the 4 hours mark, and I'm gonna check back in with you guys and see how it works on the 8 hours mark. My oily skin, so now the time is 10:19, so it has been 9 hours and 30 minutes. Yes, 9 hours and 30 minutes, and this foundation, it's on my skin. So after wearing this for 9 hours, I would say on the 5 to 6 hours mark, it does get a little oily on my oily skin, and I have to do a little touch up, just a very little, and it does break out on this chin area, and that's very normal because my skin issues, I don't know why, whatever I put on my skin, it just break out. And I want to say the finish of it is still stay put on my face, and it looks very natural on my face, like my skin, but better. It's not something that is too heavy. And I would say compare this with the Lancome Skin Feels Good Tinted Moisturizer. I feel like this one, it doesn't feel as much on my face. It doesn't feel like I have a tinted moisturizer. It's just something that is more heavier than the YSL, but not as heavy as the Lancome Skin Feels Good Tinted Moisturizer, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do a little close-up for you guys so you can tell that my nose is a little oily and the rest of my face is kind of shiny. And I want to say my under eye, my concealer, it doesn't blend well with my liquid highlighter, so it kind of creates this little weird line. But other than that, it stays very nice on my nose area. Everything stayed put, but it's just a little bit heavy. I don't know what is it, but it kind of create a little bumps. I don't know, is that already there when I wear this foundation? But I feel like when I touch my face, the foundation, it comes off very easily because again, this is a tinted moisturizer. Like when I press my finger between my brows, I feel like the foundation is gone, if you guys can see it in the camera. So this is something that you guys might have to be aware of, not touching your face. But other than that, looking at myself, like this foundation, it looks great. It looks like my skin, but better finish. It's just a little oily, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work in the very hot summer day. But now that it's like 70-ish Fahrenheit and I can still wear this foundation. So this is all my thoughts on this foundation. And if you guys want to see a comparison on how I like the YSL All-in-One Glow Tinted Moisturizer and compare with the Lancome Skin Feels Good and comparing with this Cosmetic foundation, you guys should subscribe down below because I might do a comparison on how I'm liking the three of them, and I'm gonna break down how I feel on those foundation. But I have to wear at least 3 to 4 times on each foundation to see the differences and my skin issues, how I react to those tinted moisturizer, because lately I have been addicted to moisturizer, tinted moisturizer, because they are very lightweight and skin-like. I'm digging those kind of finish. So for the very last time, I want to show you how it looks with the close-up. So my forehead looks great, my nose, it's a little oily, my chin area looks fine. It just looks like a blur finish with a little mix of oil, and chin area is kind of breaking up because of my chin issues, my skin issues, and everything else looks fine. It's just a little glowy because of my natural oil come through, and everything stay put. My contour, my blush, my highlight is stay put. So this is what it looks like after wearing it for 9 hours and 30 minutes. Okay guys, so that is all the review on how this foundation works on my oily skin. If you guys find that helpful, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below to see more of my foundation review. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!